told y'all I'll be posting at 7, but we're just gonna be kind of playing Minecraft. So low key, we're just gonna be like playing Minecraft, seeing what we could do, seeing what we could get, seeing if we could get any more diamonds, seeing if we could get any more gold, seeing if we could get any more like obsidian, stuff like that. But you know, so I'm just waiting for my friend here. So like for a solid minute, I'm just waiting for my friend. For some reason, it's kind of weird because he was taking so long because he was in the mine shaft. I was like, bruh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really good at spelling. I normally suck at spelling. I'm normally like, that's why I put buddy here. I normally just, I'm not good at spelling friend. I'm better at spelling buddy. But he was taking forever here. But yeah, I'm gonna start posting videos with my friend. If I could get him to say like, maybe hello in one of these, maybe I'll see if he could stop by, say hi, and maybe I don't know what video though. So but he found a really big cave or whatever you want to call it. So I was just kind of waiting for him to get back to base so then he could show me where he was. So I did slash. Like I just kept tapping slashes because I didn't know what to type. But I was like, I was waiting for him for literally a minute. Yeah, it's been 2 minutes. I've been waiting for him for 2 minutes. So it took 2 minutes just for the video to start. So the video is shorter now because if I remove this part, then it would be so much more shorter. But I told him to show me the way, and let's do the intro real quick. Hey, look at the way that I'm looking, and let's jump. Oh yeah, bruh. Oh yeah. 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 And then after this, I tell him to show me where the ravine is, or the cave, I mean. So it was really fun to play because we already had a chest, we already had a bunch of other stuff, but we just didn't have any. We didn't have a furnace, so we couldn't really cook any, or we couldn't really heat up any of our iron. But it's really good that we had lapis lazuli because the lapis lazuli is really good for one reason, because if we got netherite tools, then we could probably enchant it immediately with the lapis lazuli. It would just be kind of hard because we used all of our diamonds just getting loot, stuff like that. But it was really, really, really hard to get all of this, but we still got it. And then I was asking my friend what I should get, or I was telling him to go to the thingy because I wanted to go with him. And then he said, all right, follow me. And then I closed the door on myself, and then I didn't see where he went, so I kind of just swam forward because I didn't. And then I noticed there's nothing here, so I just turned around and I saw him. Then he went in here, and then I was like, oh my gosh, let's go. Okay, we're about to get some mad iron. Let's go. Then it was really weird because you'll see in a second, look, he went down, then he was like, oh man, that's the wrong way. And then I was like, bruh, wait, this is pretty easy to get up. Let me just mine this, then I could just boink right on up. And then he said, oh yeah, over here. It takes us a minute or two just to get there, but pretty cool. It was a pretty cool cave or whatever you want to call it. But there was stuff in my way. I couldn't go down the path, and it would just keep restoring itself. It was literally like a bastion, but just I couldn't get through. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to mine around it because I quite literally have to. If I don't, then I'm not going to be able to get to the whatever ravine he's talking about or whatever cave he's talking about. And then, so I was like, bruh, I literally can't get through. Literally, look, and then like a few seconds later, I show him. So that's probably why I was like AFKing. But see, I could mine those, and then I was going around. I couldn't mine that, so I had to go around. It was like a maze. But then I saw his username way in the distance. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe I just have to go over to him. And then also, all of that coal you see, I couldn't mine because it was connected to a certain part. And then I also couldn't mine something else. You see those red blocks? I couldn't mine those either. Like, I was telling him, like, bro, I literally can't go there. For some reason, there's, like, some blocks there for on my screen for some reason. So I was just mining on top of it. So then I could, like, and then I said, see, bro, I'm literally floating. And then I was, thank you. And then I was doing the thank you. And for some reason, that block was staying, like, broken-ish. Minecraft was being really laggy because my game is, like, super duper laggy because, my mom had to use my Wi-Fi for her work. And then I saw this hole, and I was like, you want to go down there? Because I'm pretty sure it was leading to the cave, which it did. And then he said, no, my thing is right here. And I said, oh, bro, I literally can't go down there. So I just jumped down here because I saw his username, and then boom. We are in. The rest of the video is inside of this cave. And I kind of get lost. And we see some water. I don't know if the video caught the chunk. Yeah, that water right there. Then he hit a skeleton down because I had to eat because I took damage. So, fell down there. Then I had to jump down. So then I could, so then I could get to the water. And then I missed. Boom. And then he killed the skeleton. I ran off so then I could go get stuff. But once I actually started to get stuff, once I started to get my stuff, once I started to get my iron, my coal, stuff like that, once I started to get my resources, I was like, this is pretty good. Like, we could probably get a lot of iron because there was a lot of, like, good iron veins. But I had my inventory was, like, really full. So I was dropping, like, all the things that I didn't really need. So I was dropping those, and then I kind of just went the other way, and then turned, and then I was going for, like, all the iron veins, so then I could get more iron. And then I'm pretty sure I go in there, after I eat my bread, yeah. But, the reason why this video was posted was because my friend wanted to play Minecraft. So, everyone, if the comments are activated on this video, everyone say sandwich cream ice in the comments. If the comments are activated, say that in the comments because he's the reason why this video is getting posted for you guys. So, you guys should be very thankful. And how did I just run past that iron? Like, what the heck? That's kind of funny. I just ran past some iron. But then I was, like, kind of stuck here. And I didn't know where the base was from here. I didn't know where a sandwich cream ice was. So I just kind of was like, yo, bro, do you want to teleport back to base? Because, like, And he was like, yeah. But I was, like, mining down. So I asked him this, like, a little bit later. So, I was just making a little staircase down. And I started to head up to, like, start looking for him again. And then I saw some iron. I always have to get the iron. So then I started going up to start, like, looking for him. Guys, if anything bad is said in chat, I don't know anyone in that chat. It's a server. So don't, if they say anything bad, that's not on me. I didn't see that. I wasn't focusing on that. But, I was like, bro, I couldn't find the way out of here. So I was like, bro, do you want to teleport back to base? And he was like, oh, yeah. So, and I said, oh, it's Slash set home, right? And he was like, yeah. So I teleported right back to my home, what you guys saw at the start of the video. But once we teleport, we just I kind of clicked for a little bit, for a second or two, waiting for him because I spent all my money on a robot and then I got scammed and it wouldn't do its job. But I waited for him for a second because he needed an AFK because he was eating, and then he came back, and then we did our outro, which is now. So bye everyone. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Make sure that you have a good day, night, noon, whatever time it is for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just have a good rest of your day. Bye.